Alrighty, so I went ahead and decided I'm going to pop this on there, put that, make this a 2-pulley engine. It doesn't have to be a 2-pulley engine, but it's nice to have that extra one here. I can always just use it as a single still, but it's always nice to have that second spot here to have a pulley, or whatever I may put there. So we're going to split this case now. And it really reeks inside this case. It smells like carburetor cleaner. Yep, it smells like carb cleaner. It's weird. So I'm going to split this case open and show you what I find. Alright, so I haven't looked inside here yet. Just barely pulling it off. Whoa, and the engine wants to shift. Alright. Wow, that's clean. This is an engine I have run Marvel Mystery Oil in. Wow, that is clean. I've pulled these apart before, and they're usually pretty dang dirty. This one's, that's the only sludge from the very, very, very bottom. There's not very much of it. Look at that. That is so clean. All the gears and everything are super clean too. Wow. I'm impressed. Everything looks in pretty good shape. Wish I had my flashlight so I could show you what I'm looking at. Get your oil slicker there. Huh. Everything looks to be in pretty good condition. Cool. Alright, so I'll get pull this thing apart, put that new camshaft in it, and pop the sight on. And the seal is intact, so I'm going to see if I can reuse this seal. I'll probably go get some RVT, some black RVT, the oil pan stuff. Oh, it's shifting again. Probably go get some of that stuff and put it on top of this seal, because this seal is intact all the way around, so it's stuck on all the way around on this part of the engine, and it's not on this part. So that's all nice and stuck on there. I might remove it all and just put RVT all the way around, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to get that new camshaft in there and make sure everything matches up. I wish this engine would stop shifting around. Whatever, I'm just going to lay it down. Just like that. Alright, so everything looks the same. Should be exactly the same. Yeah. Alright, so I'm looking at both of these now. Here's the single, and here's the double. Camshaft, yes, I know it's a little rusty, but I did clean those pieces off, so I know it's fine to run in here. Cleaned off all the pieces that rub against anything, or run in the, the pieces in there. Cleaned all them off. Everything looks great though. They should match just beautifully. I actually put the date right here on the camshaft. 12/28 and 10. 12/28, 10, and before that I put high. I didn't know. I was like, I should put the date on here. So yeah, everything matches up. Both of those match up just fine. They look exactly the same. Everything just should match and mash right up and work great. So I'll go run down to the store on my scooter and grab some RVT. So I took this side off and kind of decided to keep ripping at it. So it's just totally pulled apart. This engine on the inside in here, it's pretty clean. Other than the sludge on the bottom. Pulled the head off, and and it's in pretty sad shape. It's got a lot of carbon buildup, and I was thinking, oh man, that is pretty bad, but look at this. I don't know if you can see that or not. It is just horrible. It is like, here, there you go. Super, super, super thick of that. So this engine is going to get a full cleaning. I would put new rings in it, but I don't think my parts store has them in stock, so I really don't want to wait. I'll just clean it up and put it back together. But yeah, I don't know how bad the shape of the rings are. Piston has no play at all, which is good. Ever since I got this engine, I took pretty good darn care of it. I always changed the oil, kept it clean, you know. But I think those rings are it doesn't smoke, but there's not very good compression. I don't know. But yeah, that's that. Clean it up, do what I can with it, and reassemble. And this camshaft, off of this, the long shaft doesn't match the one I have, so I can't put that side on this engine. Therefore, I'm just pretty much doing a full clean out and probably gonna store it. I don't know. I guess that's it for now. Oh, greasy thumb. See you later, YouTube. Bye. Alright, my sister's upstairs watching the movie. So, yeah. Done rebuilding the engine. It wasn't really a rebuild per se, but it was, how would you put that? It's not a rebuild, it is a refurbishment? Refurbed it, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so got quite a facelift here. Might look kind of the same. There's quite a few. There's a couple new parts. There's a carburetor. A new carburetor on it. As you can see, it's actually off of a snowblower. And it was a tight fit because on the old carburetor, here's the old one, it still works. It's just a carburetor that's just fine. It's just it needs another carb kit, and I really don't want to pay for another carb kit for it. So I'll put this on the shelf, probably put a carb kit into it and let it sit on the shelf until somebody needs it, you know. And charge them like $25, $50, something like that for it. These carbs are kind of expensive, these little ones. But anyways, the carb on the spout comes just straight out like that. But on this one, it's an angled, so I could either angle it out this way, or down. I tried all sorts of different ways, but down seemed the best. So I went like this and put the fuel line on. And then I'm like, I could put a 90-degree bend on there with a cutoff valve. So I put a cutoff valve on there. And then it comes from the tank and goes into the carb. And that's how that's set up. Kind of funny, but as long as it works. And then another thing is this carb was not equipped with a filter because it's from a snowblower. And I'll be using it on a snowblower for a little bit. And then I'll be using it as a multi-purpose engine again. So here's the carb to that. Here, let me see if I can focus this camera a little bit better. Alright, hopefully that's better. This filter, or this carb wasn't equipped with a filter, but the old engine, or the old carburetor from here was. So what I did is, you know how these pieces come with that piece that goes over here? Well, I ground that off, and then I put the piece from the other carburetor and bolted that up. and as you can see, I ground it off right there, so it still connects to that bolt. So I still have the choke. Kind of interesting, but it works, you know. I love doing this kind of. I don't know if you could call this engineering, but I love to make things like this. I like to problem solve. There you go. I like to problem solve and put that filter back on there. You know, this is a pretty tight little engine, though. Surprised me how the piston chamber's in immaculate condition. All the bearings and bushings inside the engine, I pulled them apart and looked at them. They're in immaculate condition. Everything's in just really good working condition. I got an additive in the cylinder to if those rings are a little frozen up, it'll free those up. I was trying to say free those up and unfreeze them. I was trying to say that both of those at the same time. But so what I'm going to do, since that this double piece won't fit, I'm just going to move this engine again. I'm going to get out of the light. I'm going to just run this to the auger, and the auger will spin and it will work just fine like it should, and my dad will just have to push it into the snow, which it'll be like a non-self-propelled. It's no biggie, you can push it, that's easy. Once school starts again though, we'll go get that other engine from my teacher, my welding teacher, which has lots and lots and lots of engines for go-karts and so on, but there's one that has a 2-shaft engine, and that will be going on the snowblower. So, and it has both pulleys for that, so there's no problem there. And it's Briggs & Stratton. Yeah. If I remember right, it's Briggs & Stratton, which if you guys know me, I like Briggs & Strattons. Tecumsehs are alright. I despise them, but they work, you know. Yeah. Cool. See you later, YouTubers. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to go slap this on the snowblower, and I'll have a separate video for the snowblower running. See you later, YouTube. Bye.